Greetings. Welcome. I am Nanaya, and this is Nanaya Spirit Medicine. Thank you for joining me this evening. I would like to take a moment here so that you can arrive with me in this space. Wherever you are listening from right now, just please allow your body to soften just a little. You don't need to change anything. You don't need to prepare. You just need to be here and be present. Okay? This episode is called Born Through Water. This is integration after initiation. Today is February 1st, 2026, and today I was baptized. I want to say that slowly, not for emphasis, but for truth. Today I was baptized. And this was not for performance. It was not a declaration of perfection. It was not about religion in the way that many people understand it. It was about surrender. It was about laying something down that I have carried for a very long time, and finally allowing myself to be met, not by effort, not by will, but by grace. But before we go any further, let's breathe together, okay? So I'd like you to take a slow inhale through the nose and hold that breath all the way to the apex of your lungs, and then drop your shoulders to suspend that air. Don't hold it in stress, just relax. And then count to 4 in your head, and then release it again through your nose, pushing all the air out so that you feel like your stomach is tightening. Okay? We're going to do this 3 times together. So close your eyes, and if you're a feminine divine energy, place your right hand over the center of your heart space and then your left hand over your heart. If you're masculine, you're going to flip it around. Okay, you're going to hold that space for yourself. All right? So now, please close your eyes. Hold your space. Take a slow, deep, controlled breath in through the nose. Drop your shoulders to suspend. Then release through the nose and push it all the way out, slow and controlled. One more time. Suspend and drop the shoulders. Now release. Push that air all the way out. Very good. Now one more time. Release. Very nice. I want to share with you, you just release and let that breath return to its natural rhythm. Every time that you show up for one of these episodes with me, I am offering a clearing and a blessing for free. And as a trance medium, I channeled 3 entities at one time into my physical form, into my force field. And they speak through me, and they work through me. But they are blessing you right now for showing up for this episode. And every time you show up, you get a free clearing. So it's a really good idea to show up for yourself, because this is a beautiful gift that we're offering, especially today, such a beautiful, auspicious day. And at any point during any of my episodes, emotion rises inside of you, or your body responds. Maybe you get warm, tingly, or you feel cold. That's okay. Nothing needs to be fixed inside of you, okay? Nothing needs to be understood. Just stay present with it. And through this episode, you're going to have your eyes closed mostly, okay? So that you can stay present and just listen to my voice and the words and let it resonate. So in my last episode, which was a 3-part series, we spoke about 3 stages of awakening: the call, the shadow, and then the integration. And the call is when something inside of you whispers, there is more. The shadow is when everything that blocks the truth rises inside of you to be seen. And then integration, this is where many people get stuck. Because integration is not about doing more work, per se. It's not about fixing yourself. It's not about becoming healed, enlightened, or finished, okay? Integration is about allowing what has already been revealed to take root, getting you rooted and fruited, as I like to say. And what I want to speak into today is the part that often comes after the effort, the moment where trying ends and the surrender begins, okay? So I'm going to tell you why the shadow work alone isn't enough. So let's take another slow, controlled breath, keeping your eyes still closed. Release. Let all that tension out. Just feel relaxed here. There's no pressure. There is a point on the path where awareness becomes exhausting for many people. You've seen your patterns, you've named your wounds, you've tracked your trauma, you've done the work. And yet something still feels unresolved. This is where many people think they need to try harder. It's like there's more healing needed, or more tools, or more practice. And here's the truth about that. Shadow work without surrender becomes self-fixation. Integration without grace becomes burnout. And there comes a moment where consciousness must bow, where the mind stops leading, where effort releases its grip. Not because you failed, not because you arrived without work, because you have arrived. Baptism for me marked that moment. Not a beginning, but an ending. And baptism for me is beyond religion, because I'm a spiritual being. I think those two kind of get convoluted a little bit. This was not about joining a belief system. It was not about becoming more worthy or more spiritual. Baptism at its core is symbolic death. Water has always represented memory for me. The womb, the void, the place where form dissolves. To go underwater is to say, I no longer cling to what I was. It's very simple. To rise again is not rebirth as something new, but release into what has always been true. And today, I did not go underwater to be transformed. I went underwater to be emptied. And in that emptiness, there was space and clarity. Let's take another deep breath here. Release. And as you exhale, with just normal rhythm in your breath, imagine releasing effort, but with ease. Not pain, not memory, just effort. And again, inhale. And release. Let go of the need to understand. Now let your breath be easy. If your body feels heavy, that's okay. If your heart feels tender, that's okay. Nothing is wrong. And I'd like to say that what has actually changed here is that people often expect initiation to feel dramatic. Fireworks, certainty, a surge of power. But real initiation is quieter than that. What changed for me today was not my identity. It was my nervous system. Something softened. The urgency to explain myself dissolved, and the need to defend my path faded. I didn't feel elevated, I felt grounded. I didn't feel activated, I felt held. And I was held by so many people I didn't even know. It was amazing. I had friends and it felt very wonderful to be held by them as well. But the sign of true initiation is not intensity, it's peace. And peace does not shout, it settles gently. And there is a moment after you say yes with integration, when the old life releases you. Not immediately, not drastically, but gently. Things you once fought for no longer require force. Things that drained you quietly fall away. Boundaries form without effort. This does not happen because you became stronger. It happens because you stopped resisting the truth. And truth does not need protection. So I want to offer you a moment now. Not to baptize you, not to initiate you, just to let something be finished here. If it feels safe, keep your eyes closed. Bring to mind one thing, just one, that feels complete in your life right now at this moment. Maybe it's a pattern, a role, a version of yourself. You do not need to analyze it. Just acknowledge it for me. Now take a deep breath in again through the nose. Now release. And as you exhale, with your natural rhythm, silently say to yourself, it is done. Finally, it is done. Again, inhale. Exhale, it is done. Let your body respond however it needs to, because stillness is enough. This episode is not a teaching, it's a marker. A line in the sand, a crossing point. So today, February 1st of 2026, I stepped through water and laid something down. Powerful experience for me. I left in that space everything that no longer serves me, and I opened up space to invite everything that does. More light, more love, more connection, more of my God space and light. And I feel supported and loved in that space. And next week, I will speak again from the other side. What does that mean? Well, you'll have to show up so that you find out on your own. But until then, please be gentle with yourself. If something is ending, let it end. If something is quiet, let it be quiet. Grace does not rush. It walks in slowly and embraces you gently. So thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. This was Born Through Water, integration into initiation, and I am grateful for you being here. Have a blessed evening. Namaste.